Powering data centers has moved to the center of the conversation across Asia. And for a simple reason. Power is now shaping where data centers can be built, how they are financed, and how they are contracted. It starts in the rack itself. Traditional server racks drew single-digit to low-teens kilowatts of power. Today, an AI-optimized rack can draw well over 100 kilowatts. The next generation is approaching 500 kilowatts, and megawatt-capable designs are already being developed. Scale that across an entire campus, and facilities drawing 100 megawatts or more are becoming increasingly common across the region. The industry has spent years treating compute as the scarce resource. Increasingly, the scarce resource is power. Power is no longer just an input to a data center project. In many markets, it has become the limiting factor. It is shaping commercial decisions, and increasingly, it is attracting regulatory attention. That is changing how projects are structured. Operators and investors are now assessing power availability from the very outset of a project. They are asking three key questions. Where can we connect to the grid? How much capacity is available? And when can that capacity actually be delivered? Those questions matter because grid connection queues in parts of Asia can stretch for years. In some markets, complete and permanent grid solutions arrive only towards the very end of a project's development cycle. As a result, power strategy has moved upstream. It now influences site selection, financing decisions, and risk allocation from day one. You can see that shift reflected in the contracts. Leases, co-location agreements, and services arrangements increasingly hardwire responsibility for securing the facility's electric supply throughout the term. Sometimes that responsibility sits with the owner. Sometimes it is shared through capacity management arrangements. At the same time, regulation is evolving. Grid operators in markets such as Singapore are already imposing obligations on large power users relating to power quality, backup generation, demand management, and energy reporting. Contracts are adapting in response to this. They are allocating changing law risks. They are regulating participation in demand response programs. And they are building in notice and mitigation mechanisms where the regulatory requirements change over time. One of the more interesting legal questions emerging from all of this is how those obligations interact with the facility's own uptime commitments. That is an issue that the market is still working through. And it is likely to become increasingly important as power constraints continue to shape the next generation of data center development across Asia.